What is self-care? Self-care can be the practice of taking action to preserve or improve one's own health. Self-care can also be the practice of taking an active role in protecting one's own well-being and happiness, in particular during periods of stress. How do you protect your own well-being? Well, one way that we can protect our own well-being is by keeping our best interests in mind when making decisions. Another way we can protect our well-being is by not accepting poor treatment from others. A final example of how we can protect ourselves is by removing ourselves from situations that make us uncomfortable or threaten our well-being and or happiness. Is your self-care routine inclusive in all aspects relating to self? I wanted to talk to you guys about this topic today because I feel like on social media especially that we are using the phrase self-care as a synonym for a pamper routine. And the reason why I feel this way is because if you go on Google right now, or if you go on YouTube right now and you look up the term self-care, you will see a lot of routines where individuals are doing a lot of face masks and bubble bath, and they are basically doing a lot of things to make themselves feel better externally. And nobody really focuses on the internal. So that is why I took the time to actually look up the definition of self-care and read them out loud to you all, because if we are going based off of the definition that I first listed, I will read it again. Self-care is the practice of taking an active role in protecting one's own well-being and happiness, in particular during periods of stress. Protecting your own well-being and happiness cannot be fixed by a body scrub. Now, I don't mean to be funny, and I don't mean to make a joke out of this, because I feel like this is a very serious topic. But please let me know if you resonate with what I'm saying in the comments, because I feel like this is not at all touched on this platform, and I haven't seen really anybody talk about this topic on any other platforms. So let's move on. In a nutshell, self-care is the art of making yourself the highest priority at all times. Here are 3 issues that I have with the popularization of the term self-care. Number 1, the phrase self-care has been simplified and glorified. Now, the reason that I have an issue with this term being simplified and glorified is that it kind of gives a meaning to self-care that it wasn't really meant to exemplify. If self-care was as easy as slapping on a face mask and shaving your legs and doing a body scrub, everyone would be doing it. But I feel like the things that we do externally for ourselves should be differentiated from the things that we do internally to care for ourselves. Number 2, when I think about the way that self-care is spoken about, I think about exfoliating and getting pedicures. Now, I, as a person who has done, I would say maybe an associate's degree in self-care, I'm joking right now. I know that the true meaning involves getting into the depths of yourself and really figuring out what you need. When I see people talking about self-care in a manner that is external, it really, I mean, it doesn't affect me negatively, but I definitely think that it can hurt younger viewers. And I don't at all think that social media influencers or content creators should be in charge of educating younger people. But I do think it's harmful when people do self-care routines or self-care vlogs, and these younger viewers, all they're seeing is external things occurring in the videos. The third reason why I have an issue with the popularization of the term self-care is because I think that we've started to use the term self-care and pamper routine interchangeably. I think that the lack of distinction between the two can cause lines to be crossed that don't really need to be crossed. And so I'm going to go ahead and define a pamper routine. So, what is a pamper routine? I searched the entire web. And I could not find a single definition for the term pamper routine. So I made up my own. Here it goes. A pamper routine is conducted when an individual goes above normal standards of traditional hygiene to achieve a desired sensation. Tell me if you like this definition. It took me a couple of minutes to come up with, but I'm satisfied because there were literally none on the internet. So definitely like this video if you found my definition helpful. So I don't want to at all seem like I'm bashing pamper routines. I love pamper routines. Every Sunday, I am doing my face mask. I shampoo my hair. I deep condition my hair for like a really long time with my deep conditioning cap. And then I style my hair and I clean my room and I clean my bathroom. And I feel that that is a way of pampering myself because I am treating myself to a very clean room and bathroom so that the week is started on a great mental note and my space is clear. So I don't at all want you guys to think that I'm bashing pamper routines. I love pamper routines, but I think it's important that we create a distinction between the two. Pamper routines are useful. Pamper routines can be aesthetically pleasing and provide temporary comfort, but are not a replacement for intentional self-care practices. So, like I said, they're aesthetically pleasing. It's really nice to buy expensive things for yourself. And even if they're not expensive, even if those things are from the dollar store, I love going to Target, getting myself some exfoliating gloves, and it just feels like I'm, going that extra mile and taking care of myself. So I feel like there needs to be a balance between investing in the internal and the external, and that's where we're going wrong. We're going all the way to the pamper routine side of things with self-care and not enough into therapy, journaling, self-reflection, all of those things. So, to close, Pamper routines are fun. They serve a unique purpose and they make our external feel good, but they can't sustain us internally. Number 2, be sure that your pamper routine is not used as a band-aid for the internal work that you need to take care of. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like it if it helped you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!